It seems people that play Plunder are actually few and far between, but today I want to take a look at how to win Plunder most effectively in Verdansk 84, and how you can secure yourself some wins in this kind of chaotic mode. And while I got your attention, give this video a like, give me a subscribe, but let's get into it. So before we even drop into Verdansk 84, we're going to want to change up our loadouts. So the first loadout I'm going to suggest is the Runner loadout. This is a Mac 10 and a rocket of your choice. RPG or Strela is usually preferred. Kill Chain as your perk 1, Point Man is perk 2, Amped as perk 3, with Molotovs and a Heartbeat. So this works because the Mac 10 is the fastest moving gun in the game at this point, so this will change depending on movement speeds and things like that. But the Mac 10 works extremely well up close, and the runner's job is to either work with the support person, or the two runners will work together to open boxes. So, and we'll explain that in a second. But that is going to be paired with the support player, who should be using a Stoner with a Cav Lancer and a Psychov for secondary. The support player is going to want Double Time, Point Man, and Amped. Now, Amped is on both of these kits, even though one is running a handgun, because of the increased reload speed of rockets on the first kit, and moving from the Psychov to the Stoner when you move in and out of doors is super important, so that helps that out. The idea between the loadouts are they can manage fights together, as well as positioning themselves to earn the most amount of cash possible. Both will run a anti-vehicle something, which is the Cav Lancer and the Stoner, and this is an extremely overpowered rifle, and it's probably worth using in regular Warzone as well. But it absolutely melts the helicopters that come in, the attack helicopters, and that's a super important thing to keep in mind, because those helicopters have a crap ton of money in them, especially during overtime periods. So the way you're going to do this is the support player is going to be the one picking up the contracts, because they run and move slower. So the support player, as they're picking up Scavengers or Recons or whatever, the runner will start making the moves to the first tag, basically. The event of like a Scavenger, for instance. The support player picks up Scavenger contract, the runner player will then go do box 1, box 2, box 3, and then when that player is done, and as they're wrapping up that one, the support player will then pick up the next bounty or whatever it is, and then you just kind of keep going that way. The runner's job is to actually complete the objectives. The support player's job is to pick them up. So the runner would also be the person that would carry the money in and out. The runner would also be the person that would kind of just manage that as he goes. As the support player does his thing, we're going to use the crates to our advantage in the aspect of using the balloons as often as possible. It's important to have these balloons at a really hidden spot, because they can be shot down by enemy players and the money can be pilfered. But getting that money is the entire goal of the entire game, right? So let's get into what it takes to do that. So the runner should make their jump into Superstore and make a quick mad dash around. Once they have that mad dash, the support person should be then dropping the balloon, preparing it, and keeping it safe for the runner. Once the runner deposits their money, the balloon will then go up, and your money is safe. But acquiring that money past that Superstore is the real key here. And the big way that I like to do that would actually be through bounties and Scavengers. So you're going to pair these together, typically. You're going to run Scavengers as soon as possible, because you're going to get 60 to 70-ish K, not counting the boxes that have an extra 8,000 or even 15,000 cash in those boxes. So you can easily get up to 75K on one of these Scavenger runs. The supply runs are absolutely not worth doing. And actually, if you are messing with somebody that is running supply runs, you're kind of a D-bag. People that are running supply runs in Plunder are usually running them for leveling guns up. There should be a rule, at least in your head, an unwritten rule that is saying, if you see somebody leveling up their gun in Plunder, leave them alone. There's no need to start a fight with them. Guys in helicopters are usually running from supply runs to buy stations. There's no other reason to be at a buy station in Plunder other than buying the balloon or doing these missions to level up your guns. Either way, leave them alone, let them do their thing. It's not hurting you to let them live until they shoot at you and then take them down with a vengeance. Recons are probably the most pointless of the group. They're not worth all that much money, and they put you in a really precarious spot, especially if you're playing duos on there, or if you are playing quads even. It's a good way to get your entire squad wiped, because it will launch a flare where you guys are. So I can just run into the Molotov, hit the Recon, and then the entire Recon, you guys got to back off of it for a while until I clear you, basically. It's just not a good move. But there are, basically a few spots that you really want to hit on the map. So you want to try to focus in heavily player congested areas. And that is where, circling back to bounties, that is where bounties really come into play. Is not only do you get the $100,000 to $200,000, you also get the player cash, which can often be $100,000 also, if you're lucky. And that plays huge dividends almost immediately. A big key as well is once you acquire the money, you're going to want to get a cash balloon. And if you are going to run a supply run to make that cash balloon almost free at like $6,000 instead of like 30 or something like that, that's a big help. But I mean, you're going to find cash balloons all over the place on the floor, so the support player should always have cash balloons ready in their pocket. And I'm probably going to do a few more of these plunder videos if you guys are interested in this. If you are, comment down below and like the video so that I know you guys are interested in this. But if this helped you guys out, give the video a like. If you like me, give me a subscribe. Have a good one, guys, and I will see you around.